Okay guys, so this is the trade which I have taken here. The logic for this is pretty simple, that we have completed 1250 to 110 macro and there is SMT with the ES. Okay, here it made a lower low, but here it made a higher low. Okay, that is SMT, which is inside the 1250 to 110 macro, and currently I'm looking for some higher prices. Okay, so let's see. Let's check 5 minutes for once. It needs to that is the initial sell side, which is the market liquidity has been taken out, but it needs to close above this. That would be good for us. Fine. This trade I have taken before the 1:30, that is the New York PM session opening, or I would say that at 1:30 algorithm will start spooling the prices higher. And if we will look here closely, let me just zoom in. So currently we are 10 points up from our entry, and I was talking about this gap right there. This is the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and look at that, how bodies are closing right inside this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and this is the order block, last down close candle. This is acting as the bullish order block, and as you can see, trade is running of you. That is the order block, but this one is the bullish order block. So that's the bullish order block, that's the BC. Okay, so this is the sell side. I that is. Let's see now, it should respect this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. this, that lower half of that buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency should stay open, not completely fill in, and it should now break above this. We have around 10 to 12 minutes for this 1:30 algorithmic time, where the algorithm will start spooling the prices higher. So that's what I'm looking at. It's moving up like in steps. It went down, came down, side this again, move higher, came down, side this busy again. Now it should break higher. Let's see, this candle should support the price higher. Yeah, just like that. But that I told you guys that this candle should support the prices higher, and is doing that. Look at that. That's a great pump there at 150, and now I'm completely removing the risk from the trade. So now let's see if we can get our target, or we have to trail our stop loss higher now. But looking at this, our target can be achieved. Currently up, we are currently up 20 points, 20 handles from our entry. That looks good, so I'm just increasing my positive stop out higher. I have removed the risk completely, and now I'm increasing my profit just by moving this stop loss higher. So now I am in a very beautiful condition which every trader dreams to be in, because now I can't lose on this trade. Either I will get out at this, or I will get my target. So now there is no risk involved, and this is how we should learn to execute and manage our trades. Okay, so I told you guys initially also the reason for this trade was pretty simple, that here ES took the sell side and made lower low, but Nasdaq right there made a higher high, and now this gap, this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, it should respect the midpoint of that gap. Yes, it should respect the midpoint of that gap. Look at that, it didn't even touch the high of that busy. Excuse me. Let's say it's moving in a pretty smooth way, and that is very good for us. Yeah, just like that. Keep pumping higher, bitch. And this is not buying and selling pressure, guys. Let me just clarify that once again. All these movement in price, it is delivered by the algorithm, and I don't think now there should be any debate about it. But there are many people I know in my family also, and in my friend circle, or you can say the trading circle also, they don't believe that there is an algorithm. But there is an algorithm, guys, and I'm giving you a challenge. Okay, prove me wrong. Okay, prove me wrong, and I will match your CTC. Okay, I will match your yearly CTC and pay that to you, and that's a bloody promise. Let's do that. You are welcome to prove me wrong. Okay, you are absolutely welcome to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong and get the reward. But I'm damn fucking sure you will not be able to do that, because these markets run on the basis of time. Okay, algorithm delivers price on the basis of time. Look at that, it is reacting from the high of that buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and we would like to see that in every possible way that this midpoint of that gap should support the price, and it should send it higher towards our objective. And we have just 3 to 4 minutes left for the 1:30 New York PM session to start. So let's see how it goes. But currently I have moved this positive stop loss higher, so I will be making 10 points if it wants to suddenly drop and take me out. So I will not lose in that way. Okay, I will be making some amount of money. I will be not completely in the loss. Okay, so this is something I am trying to learn, that any winning position should never turn against you into loss. That is something really very important. You should keep that in mind. That is very much important, guys. Let's see. Now I'm not going to move it. Let's see. Either it will give me my ultimate target, or it will take me out with a positive stop out of 10 points, and that is a fucking amazing thing. That I love to be in this position where I will I can't lose in this trade now. I can't really lose in this trade, and that is a good thing. And let's see how this reacts, and if it stays above this, then this is very possible. 2 more minutes to go for the 130. Let's see. And people, those who say there is no algorithm, I'm just literally, if I will say that, I'm just fed up of the just fucking, really man, they don't see the real logic, and they have studied, I don't know what degrees they have, but they don't have the very common sense. They don't have the logic. They don't understand that this whole words now run on the algorithms. You have your social media algorithms for different platforms. Different platform users use different kinds of algorithm to run that, and this is no different, man. I don't know why it is so hard for some people to accept it. I think they have that religion based mindset. They don't want to go to the higher level of understanding, and like, if you compare religion with spirituality, there is a difference between that, okay? So something of that effect is also applicable in this marketplace. Like, people, those who have that retail mindset, they have that religion. Okay, now look at that. It was consolidating, and at 130 it started doing its work, but it should stay above that midpoint of that gap of that BC, which I have marked right there. It should, body should stay above the midpoint of that gap, or you can say the consequent encroachment of that gap. Let's see, it didn't respected it, so I am going to exit this trade. I'm planning to exit it, but let's see if it can really, in this very candle, it, no, I don't want to. I'm closing the trade. So I closed the trade right there. Okay, I my positive stop out was 10 points, but I, as soon as this candle broke the midpoint of that gap, in the very next candle, few minutes I waited and wanted to see that, and I exited it. Okay, that was a scalp from this to this, and guys, this is the live market. Okay, this is not market replay. Okay, this is live market. Market is open, and this is the execution, and we have to learn to be content. Okay, we have to learn to be content with it now. Okay, now I'm not going to again press into it. It can just move higher, that is not the issue, but the way I wanted it to move was it should just come down, touch the midpoint, and just pull it higher, but it's going to do the opposite, I think. But let's fine, I got my chunk, I got my good chunk of points inside this, and that is not bad. So that was it for today, because I have also taken the trades in the morning session, and this was something I tried to do, and it went pretty well, I guess. Okay, so look at that. That is the reason why you should learn to manage and execute your trade with all these things, keeping all these things in your mind. Look at that, how it is. At 1:30 started spooling it lower. So I was wrong in my anticipation. I didn't reach my target, but still I fucking made money. And that is my point. You don't have to be right, you don't have to be wrong, you don't have to think in those terms only. Those are very retail oriented theme of thinking. Okay, you have to learn to think algorithmically. That is what something I am promoting, that is what I have learned. And I didn't go to college. Okay, I don't have any college degree in finance, but what I did just right in front of you guys, like, I don't want to brag, but that's just facts that people with MBA in finance can't fucking do this. People, most of them can't do this. And if they can, they should come with the fucking proof, or otherwise they should just stay in their own lanes and do their own shit. Okay, so that was it. And look at that, the people say there is no algorithm, and I have told you guys that at 1:30 algorithm will start spooling the prices higher or lower. I was anticipating it to spool higher, at least above this, but it did not, and that is totally fine. I was wrong about the idea, but still I fucking closed my trade in positive, and that is a good thing. Okay, so I hope you guys will like this, and until next time, be safe guys.